Yes, I. Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. You see. So, me don't want this sound, me don't want it sound to, like too much of a joke because it's a serious issue. You see, it's upon the issue of racism. You see, there's an agenda. It is an agenda. See? It's a divisional agenda. You see? And like me always say, if you observe the level, because pana a level, personally, I think so. You see, the wickedness of going on in slavery weren't necessary, and it's still what that was basically, to me, in a sense, it wasn't to get people to work. You see, it was basically to convert people from a culture, forget them culture, and accept, whatever them see around them type of thing. You get what I say? Because that which was around them was a new culture, a new concept, a new type of thing that was being created. You see? Because in my eyes today, it's like we're even more slaves, worldwide as a people, more than ever before. See? I think that. See? And the thing will make it more wicked than ever before is the fact that most people who are enslaved aren't even aware of it, in my opinion, of what slavery is. You understand what I'm saying? Because really and truly, what aren't we a slave to? See, the media basically tell us what I choose, whenever I choose, and benefit from that. You understand me? In a lot of cases, in most cases. See, it's just somebody's opinion. See, the miseducation wasn't just towards black people. You see, we have to observe that we get educated to think that we were inferior, and other people were being educated to think that we were inferior as well. See? So, it's an inferior and a superiority thing of go on. See? Them also educated that other peoples were superior to us while teaching them other people that said they themselves were superior to us as well. See? So, this belief and this argument becomes a way of life. This diminishment of finite humanity automatically become like a natural process, a natural nature within people, where people from all walks of life, way, shape, and form start thinking, so well then, this must be true. See? And in so doing, it's being supported by the wicked media, or the wicked side of the media. See? It's being reinforced every day by most entities where inform or educate people like that, because even at the universities, you still have them sort of supporting narrative and argument in regards to the inferiority and the superiority complex, where we maintain the status quo of society today. See, in my opinion. See, so education is the key, and because of strong influence and the people who have got the resource to do so doesn't see it in their best interests. See, because if something is not broken, why fix it? See, as far as they are concerned, they are benefiting strongly from that process. Not that them couldn't come up with another design and still benefit from it, but it all costs. So cause at least setbacks and things like that, short and thing, and then make a thing that short and profit and things like that. Cause business nowadays nothing to make nothing but profit as such. Them think about making more than what they make last year. That's profit. You know, see it. So lots of earning and them thing that a strong concern. You know, them cases, so a lot of time a man there everybody like myself, if a thing now broken, why fix it? You know, see, I see a Victorian governmental strategy and things like that, conceptually we live off, I live by same way. You know, see the mentality, the mind frame, and then we should have evolved, science and everything else has evolved, except for that approach. You know, see it. And the only reason why it hasn't evolved is because a certain demographic benefit from it same way. You know, see, knowingly says because it's an old model, old form of an approach, and a lot of people are not educated to it, aware of it, or is so distracted these days that they can't focus or even function upon what's truly affecting them. You know, them continue with it same way because again it's not affecting them, they are benefited from it. Even if them come up with a new model, this new model now have to affect them still same way them can out there do for them thing with impunity and stay, but a new model wouldn't hurt type of thing and them know it. But nobody complain, nobody asks it. Everybody just, contented with what I give them the facts well, and 3/4 of the population has got this superiority complex, and another quarter of the population got this inferiority complex, and in between you got this big base where confused basically. See it when I have no opinion type of thing. Seeing so again, that's a kind of a chaos. In a sense, it's not an organized type of thing. I go on emotionally, I go on lesser in regards to people's belief, or self-belief, or self-esteem reinforcement. See, outside reinforcement or support. It's not universally concentrated. So you find that all of people have different views and acceptance, self-acceptance, but in regards to themselves, see, so it's chaos again as another means, and it enable and facilitate the status quo that benefits a minor part of the demography, the human demography, see. So it's down to us as small people, poor people, possibly as black people too. Down to us as black people, I think it's the best weapon we have is to try our best to educate racists. So take the abuse and the suffering and things like that, like like you deserve it. See what I'm saying, fight it with a different strategy. We can fight it, we can approach it with a different strategy. See, particularly education. And when you educate people, you have to go down to a basic school level, because the rest of them they are way past that, way beyond that. If people are gonna think that another human being like themselves, same 2 foot 2 and 2 legs, speech ability and things like that, and you are gonna think in yourself that this human is inferior in some sort of way, you must be terribly miseducated. And again, it's not miseducation anymore, because the evidence is there. See, from my perspective, that's why I come up with that recommendation, because it's abject mental illness. You get what I say? Every racist is mentally sick. See, just like every ex-slave, most black people are traumatized, PTSD traumatized, generationally. You understand what I say? To this day. See, at the same level of trauma instilled upon them people over the generation come up to this time. Same level of mental illness of them instigate upon the people and by miseducating them in regards to humanity. See, white people may attack, See? So it's only love can fight this. You know, see, and we have to take it from a perspective like say our picnic where we go abandon in the jungle and some ape raise it. And when we look up picnic, I swing pan limb like Tarzan, and somebody tell us so one picnic up there, I swing pan limb like Tarzan and I talk monkey language and I run up and down and I behave with monkey mannerism. You see, you're not gonna stop loving picnic that day. You go out there, you search tooth and nail through the jungle, unhospitable jungle. Knowing so well then all them gorilla or chimpanzee, whatever, gonna murder you for your own picnic because them essentially adapt it as for them when you know one of them. You wanna picnic gonna murder you because them don't know you. You wanna picnic love the gorilla them more than them love you. Them accept the gorilla more than love you, them don't wanna come in. But that stop you from love them. You see? See, and the whole strategy, the whole intent behind that is for re-educate your child and show them the true value of life. You know, rationalize things to them and show them how real humanity go. You see, where you gotta leave your child, where you gotta leave the child out there for breed, procreate, and try multiply amongst gorilla and things like that. And just tell yourself, say, no, it's alright. No, you go out there and go for your picnic and have them whatever, and I do it. Just like when somebody gets affected by chronic drug abuse and things like that, and parents just stop love them go for them because they're under the influence of something else, another entity. You see it, and they try to work with them. They have whole heap of parents, majority of people where have picnic where they're on crack and heroin, where you have whole heap of people who lose everything trying to get back that child out of that thing. You know what I say? Lose their life. You see it? And it's just the love. You see it? And again, like me I say, it's just a strategy where you have to use in order to get back a certain level of moral bearing. You see it? It's like you have to reach out and take it down to ABC level where basically we have some like a toddler we teach ABC in a class. You see, you know, man, act a certain way towards it. Because we all know racism don't literally mean the N-word and things like that. A lot of times you pick it up in a people's attitude and things like that. Me, look when I understand why you feel the way you do about me, you wish to treat me the way you do. You understand? I know because of the education where you get and woe be unto the people who instill that level of belief in you. You see what I say? We can't blame you for not believing it because obviously the people who teach you are people who are purported to be respectful people. You know, see it. So, you know, I understand what I say and respectfully I can just avoid this altercation, this, you know, interaction and go my way. See? You know what, inevitably, by the time I met a person, they go back and look at themselves and say, you who were meant to be subhuman has established more humanity there than him himself. That was abnormal level of humanity, divine level of humanity there you just exhibit. You know, see, so himself have to go back in and looking at himself and recognize that unless black person him come across, whether him still want to be racist or bigotry, which he might do, you know, he might approach it with from a more diplomatic perspective. It might not be that brash and diminishing in regards to the man's intelligence with his approach, his or her approach. You know, see, and so on and so on. We not take responsibility for you, we not pacify you, but we are taking it from a perspective where we know say you are not well. You see, you are mentally unfit. You see, you have problem understanding and recognizing right from wrong. So we can't sit down and have a rational conversation or an argument with a madman. You see, so we have to just treat you and give some therapy. And all the therapy we have to offer you are true love. You see, and education. Seeing, I understand why you feel that way about me, because obviously if your professors in your school teach you that, your parents pay them to teach you that, and things like that, the same thing that they teach your parents, so them thing that go. So, and, it's, rather than reacting in a way where give credit, it might be warranted, saying, but it give credit to the stereotype, to the characterization or the characteristics that them try to create of the racial with the racial argument. You see it. So it might be well warranted and necessary for punch a man. You see it. I diss a Karen or whatever. But like again, I say give credit to fit them claims more than it help define your humanity. You see. So again, if we start take the high road and act like so, we can't challenge them with them institution and them thing like that, See? But we can challenge the mind and the mentality of the people and we operate within these institutions. Because remember, say, these institutions that affect us are not living, breathing organisms. It's the people that work within these institutions that really cause the vibes. See? So when me say the police is not racist, I mean say the police is not racist. Members of the police are racist. See, just like when they make the argument like so, well then, people's concern about a particular vaccine literally means that the people is anti-vaccine, anti-vaxxers and have never had a vaccine or have always been anti-vaxxers. That's not the case. Not because you have concern over something that means something hate you. See. So the same over here, so again. See. Yeah, man. Me sit down, you show a guy, man, you make a guy know, man, say, no, man, it's a mental issue. You touch a child and say, oh no, come on, it's got come. And you walk away and gone. You know me, I say, my father teach me, so watch a man. Never make a man know. Same effort for humiliate your work. See, it's one of the wickedest strategy a psychologist can work on it, because when you make it look stupid or ineffective, it more than likely affect him in a positive way in regards to humanity and society than it would have affected you in a negative way. You get what I say? Because it make him rethink him whole existence. See, replan him whole existence. See, and the same thing when me think when it comes to this, because deep in the recess of the racist, him know say him claims is rubbish, and he is the one who is being pathetic, stupid, and petty. See, but run with it because of the psychological effect and the benefit and gratification that he gets from hurting someone psychologically. You know what I say? So it's not like a real thing or something where him know say, see, so that's the only benefits from racism, the psychological effect and the distress, the open and apparent distress where it caused to the person that is being offended again. See. So when you take like a higher road and make a guy know, come on, he's got mental issues. It's okay, Have you seen your doctor? Are you on volumes? Are you on, are you sure? Yeah, watch and see the difference. If we ever start address it with issues like them there, they go in an institution and you see a guy act like so, and then, see him know, Yeah, man. You just treat him with a bit of, be hypocritically compassionate in regards to his ailment. Because obviously, a more sicker guy sick, you see. And you watch the benefit of his their reaction towards you, and you also see the benefit of the growth of your self-esteem and self-confidence from such. You see, you don't know, it's a new strategy, it's only a suggestion. You see, and we have to explore them things in an attempt to further better with development. We are going to try all the things and fail. You see, and we have to go back to the drawing board and try again, but we have to try. That's how we get experience, and that's how we learn, and that's how we educate and elevate yourself. You see. So, my team of its imperial majesty again. Give thanks. More blessed, more respect to our subscriber, and keep it coming. See. I honor the support. Rastafari. You don't know, we can always disagree, but please, we keep it respectful, because at the end of the day, I learn where I try to learn to, but I feel like it's a dictator. It's a bro God business that going around. See. Anyway, share, like, and subscribe. See. More bless.